Right, hi everyone and welcome to today's video. We've got another unboxing for you today and this is our brand new model. This is the Solar Q1. This is one of our premium range e-scooters new to market. What we're going to do is crack this open, have a good look around, do some setting up, and yeah, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Okay, so same with all our other models. We've got the grip tape, which we can stick on later if we want to. So the second thing you'll see in the box is a little tiny controller, and that's to control the lights on the deck. So you've got all different kinds of colours and different settings like flashing and static and stuff like that. So that's all good. Then we've got the instruction manual, which of course is very important. Then let's take all the packaging out. We've got the seat, which we can attach on later. And then we'll just get the scooter out. Okay, so now we've got it out of the box, let's just start opening this packaging. And then we just want to get rid of this box here. And like on the Solar FF unboxing video, you can see that inside we get a toolkit to obviously tighten up the deck and all the nuts and bolts and stuff. And then you've got your included fast charger as well. Okay, so this is the first look at it with most of the packaging off, and as you can tell there's a lot going on. So let's unfold this so we can get a better look. So it's just the same as our other models, it's just this red lever down here. Pop that in, lift it up and it should click into place, and then lock it with this lever here. And there we go. Put the stand down. What I might do is just lift the handlebars into place. Should get a click, just like that. So yeah, that is our first proper look at the Q1 out of its packaging. What I might do is just take off this seat mount here, because I don't think I'm going to install that today. I always prefer riding it without a seat anyway, but we will do a video on how to install that. But yeah, I'm going to take this off for now. So whilst we're having a good look at the Q1, let's go over some specs. So starting with the wheels, it's actually got two 2000 watt brushless electric motors. So that's about 4000 watts of power, which is actually more than the P1 Pro, which is just crazy. In terms of brakes, this thing has regen brakes as standard and also 2 sets of hydraulic disc brakes as well. In terms of a battery, this thing has a 60 volt, 25 amp hour battery, which is good for around 50 miles of range. And then of course you've got all the bits you would expect from a solar scooter. You know, you've got all the different lights on here. You've got the rear indicators, the rear brakes. You've got this new lighting module at the front here, which I'll show you, as well as the cage lights that we have in the front. And in terms of suspension, this is something new for Solar. We've gone for a quad spring suspension, which is actually spaced quite wide apart. So when you're going over rough terrain, it's really going to smooth out those bumps and give you a really nice ride across the scooter. Same as all our models, it all folds away for transportation or storage. Like I said, we've got the lights built into the deck, which we can change using the remote control that came with it. Key start, alarm, everything like that. You've got 2 sets of key fobs as well, 2 sets of keys, and then you've also got your phone charger as well. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get on with the setup process if you've just unboxed your Q1 for the first time. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just tighten up all our instruments. This is quite normal with any e-scooter. As soon as it arrives, things can be shaken in transit, so you know, a lot of these things will be loose, but that's totally normal. You just want to get your multi-tool, which came with the box, and just go around and tighten everything so it's nice and solid. So let's do that. And then once you've tightened up all your instruments, the next thing you want to do is just go over the whole scooter, like with our other models, and just make sure every single nut and bolt is nice and tight and secure before you go out on your first ride. So let's do that now. And you don't want to over tighten everything, but just make sure it's secure. Next, let's set our height. So I want mine a bit higher than this, so just make sure this is loose. And then what you should be able to do is just lift up the stem until you get your desired height, and then lock it off by simply getting this and flipping it around so it's facing towards you, and then just securing it in place like that. Okay, so now that we've gone through the setup process, the next step we can go on to is charging. So like with all our other models, before you go out on your first run, you are going to have to give this an overnight charge. So that's just to get the cells going in the batteries. So what you want to do is get the charger out of the box and then simply plug this end into the box. And then using either one of the dual charging ports, you're going to put this end in first and then just twist it on like that. And then take your mains end and plug that into the wall. And the light should be red on the charger, and when it turns green, you know we've got a full charge. So we've got this plugged in and charging up, so we'll come back tomorrow when it's fully charged, and then we'll have another good look, and then we'll take this baby out. Okay, so it's been a full 12 hours and we've got a green light on our charger, so let's unplug this, turn it on, and have a look at the controls on the Q1. Okay, so let's just go ahead and turn it on with the key and then press and hold the power button. And as you can see, we've got a full battery, and then you've got your speed here, gear selector, your odometer, and then this is set to kilometers an hour. And then you've got your accelerator here, you've got your front brake, and then your single and dual motor button, and your eco and turbo button here. Let's go take a look at the other side. And then on this side, you've got your headlights, you've got your indicators, horn, which is really, really loud. And then you've got this really handy USB phone charger. So if you've got your phone on the handlebars just here, you can actually charge it using the battery from the scooter itself. And then this button here is to turn on the lights on the deck, which I'll show you next. So if we just press that deck button on the handlebars, you'll notice that these turn on. And that's sort of like the default setting. And if you take your remote, you can actually flick through the modes. I'll just show you a couple of them now. So you've got sort of like strobing, flashing, and there's all different kinds of colors. You can set just solid colors, so green, blue, red, and there's even brightness if you want, and you can set the speed. There's an auto button, there's your brightness there. And so yeah, it's really handy to have, and it looks really cool at night, and it will keep you safe because obviously you want to be seen whilst riding at night, so that's great. And these are the headlights. So we've got these new LED headlights here with this LED ring around them, just makes them a bit more visible. And then we've got this new lighting module here with 2 additional LED headlights at the front, which also houses your horn, which is ridiculously loud. I mean, on video you're not going to really get an idea of how loud it is, but it's ridiculously loud, but that's just how you want it. So let's have a look at the back. So this is the back. You've got this reinforced rear fender, which you can actually rest your foot on as you're riding along. Then of course you've got your brake light, which comes on when you brake. And then of course you've got your 2 indicators here, so left and right. And then obviously you've got your 2 rear suspensions here, which I showed you earlier. And like I said, these are really good for taking out any sort of bumps in the road. This is actually a new design that we've gone for, and it's much greatly improved from the other spring suspensions we've used in the past, so that's great. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to show on the Q1. I think it's time that we get outside and try this thing out. This is actually the first time I would have tried this, so yeah, you're going to get my reaction testing it for the first time. So let's go and do that now. Okay guys, so that was a really fun ride out. This thing is super powerful. This is more powerful than a Solar P1 Pro. Not as powerful as an FF, but definitely more powerful than a P1 Pro. So it's sort of a good in between. So yeah, awesome scooter. This is available on our website now, and we'll be doing more videos on the Q1 and all our models very, very soon. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, drop a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.